Have you ever noticed that the smartest person in the room is often the most awkward? It's a strange paradox. You can have a PhD, manage a team of 50, or build complex software, but the moment you're dropped into a casual conversation, your brain freezes. You start analyzing the mechanics of the talk instead of just talking. If you've ever walked away from a party, feeling like you failed a test you didn't study for, this is for you. We need to talk about why high intelligence is often a handicap in social settings. It's not that you lack the ability to connect, it's that your brain is optimized for a completely different environment. You're playing chess while everyone else is just throwing a ball back and forth. Let's look at the first major hurdle, the efficiency curse. In a professional setting, being direct is a virtue. If there's a problem, you fix it. If there's a gap in knowledge, you fill it. But human emotions are inherently inefficient. When a friend says, "I'm feeling really overwhelmed with work," your analytical brain lights up. You think, okay, they need a time management audit. You offer a solution, and instead of feeling helped, they withdraw. Why? Because in that moment, they weren't looking for a consultant. They were looking for a witness. By jumping to the solution, you've accidentally signaled that their feelings are a bug that needs to be patched rather than a human experience to be shared. Smart people fail here because they value the truth of the solution more than the truth of the connection. Then there's the issue of pattern recognition. One of the reasons you're successful is that your brain is incredible at seeing where things are going. In a conversation, this means you often predict the end of someone's sentence 5 seconds before they get there. For a high IQ brain, those 5 seconds feel like an eternity. You get restless. You might finish their sentence for them, or your eyes might start darting around the room looking for the next input. To the other person, this doesn't look like intelligence, it looks like impatience. It looks like you don't value what they have to say. This is the listener's lag. Your brain is moving at 100 miles per hour, but the human heart speaks at about 25. If you can't learn to downshift, you'll always be driving alone. The third trap is perhaps the most painful, the resume shield. When we feel socially insecure, our instinct is to lean on what we know we're good at. We talk about our projects, our degrees, or our latest win. We think we're proving our value so people will like us. But in the world of human dynamics, your value isn't what you've done, it's how you make the other person feel. Leading with your credentials is a defensive move. It's a way of saying, you can't reject me because look how much I've achieved. But connection requires a gap. It requires you to be unfinished. When you show up as a perfect solved puzzle, there's no room for anyone else to fit in. People aren't drawn to your perfections, they are drawn to your edges, the parts of you that are still learning, still curious, and even a little bit flawed. People aren't drawn to your perfections, they are drawn to your edges, the parts of you that are still learning, still curious, and even a little bit flawed. So, how do we fix this? How do you use that powerful brain of yours to actually get better at the human stuff? It starts with a shift in objective. Stop trying to win the conversation or solve the person. Instead, treat every interaction like an ethnographic study. Use your intelligence to observe the subtext. Instead of thinking, what should I say next? Try to solve the puzzle of, what is this person actually feeling right now? Shift from being a fixer to being a mirror. When someone shares something, don't give them a roadmap, give them a reflection. Use phrases like, that sounds like it was incredibly frustrating, or I can see why that would make you feel that way. It feels inefficient to your logical brain, but in terms of social ROI, it's the most powerful move you can make. Remember, social intelligence isn't about being a different person. It's about realizing that your intellect is a tool, not an identity. You can be the smartest person in the room and still be the one everyone wants to talk to, but only if you're willing to put the solutions aside and just be present for the messiness of being human. If you've ever felt that intelligence gap in your own life, I want to hear about it. What's the one social situation that always makes your brain freeze up? Let's talk about it in the comments.